Cecilia, would you add anything to writing to potentially a younger version of yourself that is just starting to work remotely?
I would tell Cecilia a couple of things. The first one would be invest in a good working condition station, because when I started remote working, I was just working with my laptop off, the table that we used to eat on, and it just caused a lot of problems, both in my life and in my back. So, the first thing would be consider your workspace as important as you consider your office. And I think that's something I'd like to tell myself. It would probably spare me a lot of pain. Another thing I'd like to tell myself is, now that you're using a webcam, which is mostly an open eye in people's private lives and their homes, communication changes and the language should change with that. And to pay a lot of attention to the language that you're using, because when you are communicating via a webcam, and sometimes asynchronously, the words you use stay longer in people's minds. And because you're invited inside their everyday life and in their homes, you should be very careful about how you say things, because it's a different level of interaction. There's a level of intimacy that comes as a natural consequence of being in people's homes that you should pay a lot of attention to. And that another thing I would tell myself is to remember that in this kind of asynchronous communication that we've all, talk about, the most important element of all of this is a mindset. And not only in the sense of a growth mindset versus fixed mindset and all of that, which we are all familiar with. It's a question of a mindset which is based on the concept of trust. Because what really made remote working work really well in the companies I've worked with, and essentially Labster more than anywhere else, is that in order to have real, true, effective remote working, apart from the tools, apart from the fancy hardware or the software, you really need human trust. And once you have that, you will make any tool work.